special attention to the perimeter. No one in, no one out. At all costs. Use force if necessary.
Then we should use our own discretion, Colonel.
I would expect nothing less, Sergeant Major.
Of course. I'm only looking forward to it, sir.
Looking forward to what, may I ask?
Terminating threats to security, sir.
Well, aren't you the eager one? What's gotten into you, Sergeant Major?
It's the implant, sir. It increases his enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm isn't the word I'd use. And what if implants? I authorized no such thing.
General McQuiggan ordered it. Took only a half hour. We all have them, sir. I think you should too. Yes, it's wonderful.
I've heard enough. General McQuiggan and I will have words. Until then, protect the area.
He should have one too.
I demand an answer.
Well, forget yourself, Colonel Raleigh. You're addressing a Major General. Colonel Raleigh is upset, which is perfectly understandable.
It was underhanded, General McQuiggan.
Keep it up, Colonel. I'll have to relinquish your duty and rank. Can't stand in the way of progress. We're making efficient soldiers here. Wars of the past have been lost because of conscience, I say. Conscience. Soldier with a conscience is no good. Fun, still, and unpleasant. Need strong, cold soldiers. Need them to be the coldest of them all forever to reclaim our position as the main superpower of the world. It's all volunteer, Colonel, not mandatory. Certainly not for a ranking officer such as yourself. But I'd recommend you get one.
No, thank you, General.
The Colonel will come around.
Do you sleep well at night, General McQuiggan?
Tell me what's that supposed to mean? Assaulted by a Colonel and now a Brigadier General. Highly irregular, you know.
My apologies, General. I'm just curious as to what you say to these soldiers to get them to agree.
Tell them it'll make them sharper. Tell them it'll make them better. The truth.
But what do you say to their families?
You can lock up the archive now, sir.
Did you find what you were looking for, Major
Oh,
Bent?
yes, I am mighty satisfied.
We're awaiting instructions and backup from Major Bent. Corporal Palasoda lost his composure and opened fire on the creature.
Are we to understand this was without provocation?
There was plenty of provocation. That thing was looking at us all bloodthirsty and evil-like.
Begging your pardon, while the creature wasn't all that attractive, I do not believe he had any malicious intent. He looked just as shocked and confused as we were.
What do you mean confused? Elaborate on this, Sergeant Maxwell.
We were as alien to him as he was to us.
Mind explaining how you know this?
He said so, sir. Sergeant Maxwell has a gift for scrambling messages and translating exotic languages. It took the creature speaking twice for me to pick up on it. Very roughly, he wanted to know if he was being held prisoner. He wished to know why he was here, and where his family was.
Very roughly? What do you mean? Thought you could understand him clearly.
It doesn't work like that, General, not verbatim. I got the gist of it.
And if the gist was out of context?
Then so be it, but one thing he uttered was very clear to me. The last thing he said before Palasoda fired.
Which was?
I mean you no harm.
No harm, nothing. That thing was 8 feet tall, 500, 600 pounds. I think I even saw blood on his hands. It wasn't no peaceful creature. It was a devil incarnate.
I believe it's on record that I stand by his assessments. His skills are well documented also.
It is not a matter of skill, it is a matter of credibility.
Any reason why you see fit to interrupt this way, Major Bent?
To cut short this fallacy.
More than you, Major Bent. Spit an image of your father, you are. You come to say something, say it. I'd love to hear it.
Many thanks, General McQuiggan. May I address Sergeant Maxwell directly?
Whatever pleases you, Major.
Sergeant Maxwell, is it not true that you were once a lieutenant?
It is so, sir.
My, we've suffered a drop in rank.
You're a master of observation, Major.
Would you care to share with us how that came about? I asked you a question, Sergeant.
Stemming from an affair whose details I cannot disclose.
And why is that, Sergeant? It is a matter of public record. The good generals will receive a printout of the documentation when this hearing is through. Remedy our suspense in the meanwhile.
Public record impossible. Those records were sealed.
I am not a liar, Sergeant Maxwell, such as yourself. Have no worry. You will also receive a printout.
Joy.
35 Marines stormed the enemy front lines in Paris, dying in a blaze of glory. Or so the history books say. But that's not entirely accurate, is it?
I hope you're going to arrive to a point sometime soon, Major Bent. It's a hot truth, sir. They did indeed charge the front line under order of Major Gregory Wyatt.
And what of you, sir?
I withdrew and attempted to persuade others in doing the same.
In other words, you disobeyed a direct order from a superior officer and then attempted mutiny.
We were grossly outnumbered and too far from familiar ground in the dense wilderness. We were short on supplies and they were armed to the teeth as they were defending their encampment. Retreat was the only move that wouldn't result in inevitable slaughter.
That was not your decision to make. Major Wyatt apparently did not see things the same way. You deserted your own men and undermined Major Wyatt's military faculty.
Major Wyatt's faculties were drowned in bourbon and those men died because they wanted to win more than they wanted to live.
You say this because they would not betray their country, Sergeant.
No, because they were willing to betray themselves.
Tell us what happened next, Sergeant.
A third of the company died from heavy fire on the initial charge. The remaining soldiers held their ground for a short time, before finally disengaging. Another half went down during the retreat, and the remaining men were decimated by a surprise attack to the flank.
Do you not suppose they may have not considered retreat had you not planted the seed in their minds?
Whether they retreated or followed through at that point, the result would have been the same. They were ghosts the moment they crossed the line.
Ghosts, you're ghosts, because you have to live with the fact that you watched your fellow soldiers get butchered while you stood idly by as a coward.
Half the battle is knowing when you have lost. That's enough.
Well, when first asked to give a statement, did you lie and say they never attempted retreat?
I was protecting the memories of those soldiers so their families could be proud of them.
As opposed to shame, Sergeant Maxwell, for being yellow-bellied cowards like yourself.
Do not assume to judge me or those men.
Perhaps they could have derived strength from your character and faith in them as soldiers. You instead planted a seed of doubt in their minds. If they would have never retreated, they may have had a chance.
You were not there, Bent!
And neither were you. It was you who betrayed their memories. It was you who made them ghosts. You might as well have shot all 35 of those men yourself. You are not only a liar, a coward, and a traitor, but a murderer too!
Bastards! I'm going to rip off your appendages and beat you to death with them right before I rip your black heart out of your chest with my bare hands and ram it down your goddamn throat! Whoa, calm down, Max!
Compose yourself, Sergeant Maxwell. We're all suffering this disrespect. Get him out of here.
Keep moving.
I'm going. Well, now that we've gone completely off topic.
I don't believe we have. Sergeant Maxwell isn't a credible witness. About the slipgate, any ideas how this happened?
Dr. Keefe can answer this question.
Major have been ordered to transfer before the machine was ready, sir. Coils overheated, and in some way I have yet to understand, caused a miscalculation. Should have been picked up immediately. Due to the negligence on the part of some of my engineers, it was not.
Fire these engineers, get new ones. I want the slipgates back up and running.
With our respect, you can't be serious, General McQueen.
Progress, General Blake. Progress. Dr. Keefe, you're not to push the machines under any circumstance from here on out. Including orders from Major Bent or General Blake. You're in charge.
Thank you, sir.
All clear, doubling your staff to monitor the slipgate so a miscalculation didn't happen again. Even if it has to checked, double-checked 100 times for each send. We're behind schedule. My plane leaves for Washington shortly. Good day, gentlemen.
That boy went wild out here and knocked him unconscious.
Yeah, kind of funny, come to think of it.
They've all been acting very strange.
I've only been here for a short time. I thought perhaps this behavior was common here. Difficult to evaluate after less than 15 hours, Lieutenant. I am appalled at the disorganized state Termination Central is in. Have no worries. I will have it in order in no time.
I'm sure you will, Colonel.
Have a look at the barracks, Lieutenant. Several of your men did not show up for guard duty. I expect you will have them in order, sir.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Colonel Rowley, I hate to disturb you, sir, but I felt I should report some serious technical problems that have developed through the past hour.
Elaborate.
Slipgate appears to be on the fritz and communications seem to be down. I've been trying to radio the troops on the west and east wings, but there's no response. I'm on my way now to check on the troops. They're on Slipgate guard duty. See if I can't figure out why the computer keeps insisting that the slipgates are malfunctioning. The damn things aren't even supposed to be active at this hour.
Negative. Check on the other wings. I'll see to the slipgate personally.
Yes, sir.
My God, what?
The slipgate has been sent to the coordinates given by the Mother's Messenger.
Have those sinful Marines been exterminated?
Almost all. There is one loose end.
Colonel Rowley, the general feeling is to bring him into service of Mother. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, he is worthy. He shall join us. We have a few teams hunting him down right now as we speak.
And once he gets his probe, our brotherhood will be united. That's my cue to leave. Colonel.
After him.
You're in an awfully big hurry, Colonel.
There is no escape, Colonel. But why would you want to? We are family.
And who is the mother? I am the one in command here at Termination Central.
She is the highest. We answer to a higher power now. And so too will you, Colonel. Join us. Lead us in servitude to the Mother.
You have all conspired to kill your fellow Marines. What would possess you to do such a thing?
They are different from us. Impure.
Listen to me. I don't know what has happened to you all, but you are not thinking clearly. Who is this Mother? A monster? From the other dimension. You cannot believe what these monsters say.
Very perceptive. How did you know? Who did you hear her calling to?
We are at war with them, not with ourselves.
Everything will make sense to you, Colonel, once we bring you down to the infirmary to have your implant supplied.
You will not stick that crap in my head, sir. It will only make me mad as you all appear to be.
You just don't understand yet. You will, Colonel. You will. I will not. There is no way out of here, Colonel. I don't want you to die. I really don't. If you resist, we will shoot you. Somewhere innocuous. Enough to wound you. And when you wake, you will wake with open eyes for the first time. In our brotherhood. And Mother will be proud. Mother.
Not only do the implants make you morons, but they make you gullible too.
Put down the weapon, Colonel. There is no reason we cannot end this peacefully. Have you ever been hit with a blaster in the kneecap? It's very unpleasant.
I am loyal to my country and my God. I will not become one of you.
You don't have a choice, Colonel Ralph. You have 20 seconds to comply before we take out your legs.
I won't.
I said you don't have a choice.
And that is where you are wrong. There is always a choice. You have a choice. And so do I.